Today we'll be learning how to create an event on Eagle Engage. First, you will sign in with your credentials. And once you're signed in, you will go to your organization. It may be up under the little hamburger sign, the 3 lines, or it might be right here where you go to your organization, mine's Student Life, and you click on event. Now you'll see all of our events we have here, but you're wanting to create a new event. So you hit create event. So you will need to fill in the event title. Just going to do a test event. And then I'm going to select a theme, which is learning. And then we're going to put in a description that tells it all about it. If you are co-hosting it with another student organization, you can always add them in. Like I can add in online Student Government Association. You need to put your time and place in, and location. You can type in your location name and address. You can even show a map or not show a map. Cancel. I'm online. If you do an online event, you can put the tag in here and we'll just put in whatever event I had put in the last one I made. If you're doing another event of the exact same name, like your weekly meetings or monthly meetings, you can add another date in here. You can decide if you want to show it to the public. That means anybody can see it, even people who are not logged in to HCC. Any students and staff on Eagle Engage can see it, or if all members of just your organization can see it, or only people who are invited. I do public. I like people who are researching HCC and what they have to offer to see what type of events we're having. And then if you want it to show in your co-curricular transcript, you can click there. You select a category. Is it academic, educational? Is it a workshop? We have all these different ones that you can choose from. And perks, yes. Let's say you're serving food at your event. You can say free food. If you're giving away shirts and stuff, free stuff, you're getting credit or something, you can click on those. Once all of those are filled in, you can click next. If you miss something, it will keep you from going to the next. Who can RSVP? Only people who can invite. No one can RSVP. We usually put anyone. You want to invite all members of this organization and co-hosts? Oh yeah, you're going to click that. I want all the people who are part of my organization to get a personal invite. If you need to limit spots, like you're having a banquet and you only have 35 people, you can limit your guest limits there in RSVP. And if they're having a guest limit, you can limit the number of guests they can bring. Like they can only bring one person, you can limit that. If you want them to show which organization they are part of, you can click this and it'll show what organization is coming. And then if you have special questions you want them to answer as their RSVP, you can add in different questions. And they can be single or line, radio buttons, check boxes, drop down. And you can add those questions. And then when you're finished doing this, you can hit next. And then you want them to fill out event survey. You can add your questions here and you can click automatically send event survey questions to them, and you'll be able to come back in and look. And then just like with RSV questions, you can type the number of, you can ask, how was the speaker? How was the food? Did you learn anything? All those wonderful things. Click next. This is where you put in a photo. We're just going to add something here that I have. You can make this any way you want. You can fill it in, move it around. You can clip more and take more stuff off, and you can crop it. And then you can hit next, and you always want to continue to custom fields. You want to say what college you're with so it goes to the correct student life coordinator to actually approve. I'm online. I want it to go to the online coordinator, which is me. And then it'll ask, do you need room reservations? This is very important for Southeast. If you click yes, you'll be able to go in and answer all room reservation questions. If you click no, you'll just go on to the last question. If you click yes, there is a series of questions that you answer. So we're going to click no, I'm online, I don't need any events. So, and then you're just going to acknowledge. Oh, and there we go. And this, you can go through and look at everything, and then you'll hit submit. I'm not hitting submit because this was a test, but it will first go to your student organization advisor to approve. And then once your student organization advisor approves it, it will go to student life in advance, no last minute events. It takes you have to put these in at least 1 week in advance. So you have to plan it on Eagle Engage, because once it's created, if you go to events, they'll show up over here in date order. Now, if you're on the home page, all events in date order will show up here. Anything that you're recommended for will also show up, and then what's up next for you and your organization and what you have RSVP'd will show up next, up next for you. And then if you need to go in and make changes, you can always go back to your events and click on it and change details. It will go back through the same approval process when you change the details. And that is how you create an event on Eagle Engage and make changes to the event if needed. Thank you for watching.